Hello friends, Tula here. I am going to use a paper I primed with the Colourfix primer, and I'll be using Sennelier soft pastels on it. And I want to do a very rough painting of, this is my inspiration, it's how to see it's a line of trees, and they've got very long shadows on the field. Not going to make it realistic in any way. This is just a reference so I know more or less where I have darker shades and lighter shades, and that's why maybe you saw in the pictures I had one in color and one in gray tones. My dog is snoring. I'm recording this over the video. I recorded the video with the sound on, so you can hear how the chalk sounds on the paper, but I wasn't in the mood to talk, so I'm talking to you now. I started with roughly placing the trees and some dark tones, and then thought I should do the sky first. Yeah, because in a test drawing I made, I kept the sky just roughly going with the chalks, with the pastels, and I didn't like it, and I wanted to smooth the first layer of the sky, and for smoothing I needed to be roughly in the same color, so I stopped with the trees, and now I'm going on to place some orangish colors in the sky. I wanted to keep this very limited palette of not using a whole lot of colors, just some blues and some reddish browns. For some reason, painting with chalks gives me a really loose feeling. I'm very quick, maybe too quick. Maybe I should take more time to consider, but it's very liberating. I'm usually very critical of myself as I work, and so for some reason with the pastels, the chalk, the soft pastels, I'm really loose, and I love that feeling. So I started smoothing the colors, and sorry about car in the street, and it didn't fill the gaps evenly enough, so I knew I needed more chalk in there. This is a bluish kind of white. It's a bit of a turquoise blue white. Okay, now I have enough. You can see that I get a very even covering with the soft pastels, and I really enjoyed working on top of the Colourfix primer. Don't like seeing bits of the paper show, so getting an even covering was good, and in the parts where I didn't want it, I don't see the chalk marks. And later on you will see that I placed quite a few layers in the trees area, and it took the pastels really well. I didn't have a lot of dust that was just on top of the page, so pretty much everything soaked into the paper, into the primer. Okay, this is much better. I like these colors. Okay, as I said, I'm not keeping it realistic in any way, and I really enjoy the color combination of the blues, the warmer blues, with the orangish browns. So these are the colors I'm going to use today. And I'm not trying to keep it like the picture, as I said. These are the long shadows. Can you hear my dog snoring? She's a good sleeper. I suppose I could have placed less layers to get the result I wanted, but I think I used too many layers and it started getting muddy at some point. This is so much fun, you have to try it. Maybe even just as an exercise to loosen up and get in your zone. This is all very intuitive. I love this color. The these two orangish browns. They're amazing. Okay, this is indicating the light on the fields. It's a picture I took in the fields where we lived before. Just a plain picture, nothing special about it. Okay, I'm deepening the darks here. This brown has a slight purplish tone to it, which is wonderful in my taste. I decided to add some black to get the really dark areas, to separate the tree line from the field. And now we have a visitor. This is Ram, my cat. He's a huge cat, he's a mini tiger. And he doesn't realize that pastels can lift off very easily. When he wants his lunch, he doesn't care about anything. He's a sweet cat. This is painful to watch. Okay, now look, I'll be flipping the page soon to get the dust off, and you can see how little came off. So the primer absorbed the pastels very, very well. Yeah, cat avoidance tactics. Move away. Bit more highlight. I'm looking to feel where I want to add the orange bits. Look, hardly any dust. And some areas have quite a few layers on them. So this is pretty much done. I thought I was done, but looking at it again, I wanted to soften the shadows a little bit and to add a bit more feeling of clouds. And unfortunately it's a very hot day and I forgot to turn the fan off, so there will be a bit of background noise. I apologize for that. You can see the bits of dust that the paper can't take anymore. And here I thought I was done. Camera fell. We adore him, and the dog as well. Hi Ramchuk. Didn't want to pat him too much with all the dust I had on my fingers, and yes. Ah, painful. Of course he sat and I had to lift him very quickly. Okay, so this is me today, just covering the areas where he stepped on my painting, adding a bit of hints of the clouds that I wanted, the direction they go in. Just a bit. And softening the shadow. Yeah, this area. That really bugged me. And again, I apologize for the fan in the background. So overall thoughts about Colourfix, I like it a whole lot. I like that it's affordable compared to the pre-coated papers. It's a joy to work on. The texture after 2 coats is very good. The paper I have underneath is a bamboo watercolor paper by Hahnemuhle. It's a bit textured, and the Colourfix absorbed my pastels very well, as you can see. I will buy more, and I'm happy I got the transparent one so I can add color, and I can use it both as a colored primer and as a clear one in case I want to. Okay, I think my dog is waking up and about to bark, and maybe this is so scary. Shh. No, 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 no. מה קרה חמודוש? Sorry about that. אוי, קוש, מה שמעת? She must have heard something that annoyed her. Bit more, and that's it. Now I'm happy. Oh, I love these shades together. See you later. Bye bye.